Please describe your learning style, e.g., visual, auditory. More visual than auditory, but I benefit from both learning styles. It is very helpful for me to mark the important concepts in a material, add marginal notes in my codals, and then reread the same materials for better understanding and retention. I like preparing outlines and using tables to appreciate how one concept relates to another. I don't mind listening to audio lectures as well. Please share your study techniques or best review practices which you think helped you top the 2019 bar examinations. A. Memorization techniques. As a rule, understand, don't memorize. Of course, there are some things you just really have to memorize, like the lawyer's oath. B. Bar materials, i.e., codals, one reference book, chairs cases, memory aid, personal notes. For each subject, I read the codal provisions first. You will be pleasantly surprised that you remember a lot about various legal provisions and how they were discussed in class. I relied mainly on the books, some personal notes, and review notes that I used in law school, especially in the fourth-year review. I also prepared some personal notes during the bar review. As to the notes and materials being given by the review center, I did not read everything. I chose to read only those that helped me better understand the law or those that supplemented my main review materials. I ignored rumors about possible examiners and their alleged favorite topics, which were likely to be asked. I remained true to my plan on the materials I intended to read. C. Hours of reading. My daily schedule was from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I took breaks when I wanted to. I slept when jumping, sipping a cup of tea or coffee, or pinching myself didn't do the trick. I still watched some of my favorite TV shows during breaks or at night. D. Review center, coaching. My attendance depended on who the lecturer was and on the time I had to finish my readings. I took advantage of free coaching sessions being offered by one professor, really helpful, although our review center did not really have a coaching program. In choosing the review center, ultimately, I considered the lineup of lecturers, the schedule of the lectures, and my travel time to and from the review center. I enrolled in an online pre-week course so I wouldn't have to be physically present in all the pre-week lectures. E. Mock bar. Our mock bars were on Saturdays, covering 2 bars subjects. The mock bar, for me, was a chance to find out how well I manage my time answering a 4-hour exam, and how bad my handwriting would look like midway and towards the end of the lengthy exam. I also wanted to see if I would have enough energy to complete the exams and still perform, hopefully, well. G. Scheduling. I allotted a specific number of days for each bar subject. Per bar subject, I determined how many days I would spend studying subtopics. I had a target set of readings for each day of review. I may or may not finish it at the end of the day, but I had to complete my study of that subtopic based on the number of days I earlier set. H. Anything you wish to focus on or strongly want to share to law students and reviewees, e.g. text-to-speech apps so you can listen to review materials even while eating or before sleeping. Start your day with a prayer. Pray as often as you want. Go out for a walk and exercise. Please share your tips on how to answer bar exam questions. I used Dong Omegle 0.7 blue ink. I did print, not cursive. I tried to make sure that I have a straight 1-inch margin on the left, never mind the right. My paragraphs were separated by 1 space. My handwriting was big, applying the advice of 5 to 6 words per line. If my answer happened to be long, I did not fill the entire page. I left 2 spaces at the bottom of the page and finished my answer on the next page. This way, my answer, hopefully, would not appear quite long for the reader. 3 or 4 paragraph rule, categorical ands legal basis application conclusion. In the interest of time, I followed the 3-para rule. What was your lowest moment during the bar season, if there is any? And how did you overcome it? I would not say it was a low moment, because I learned from it really. The night before, or maybe a few nights before, our mock bar in Crim and Merck Law, I could not sleep. Based on my personal review schedule, I was already done with Merck Law several weeks earlier and was studying Crim Law. As I was about to sleep, I tried to recall Merck subjects and topics. I was trying to picture the Merck Law syllabus and the notes I had written there, but I could not remember a thing. My heart was pounding. I could not sleep. I started to imagine what would happen if this was the night before the bar or the exam itself. Then, I prayed. I began to appreciate the fact that I was having such mental block before a mock bar, and not during the bar exams. I told myself that that experience was teaching me how to calm myself should a similar feeling try to overcome me during the bar. What words of encouragement can you share to the law students and bar reviewees, or to the public in general, amidst our battle against COVID-19? This too shall pass. The challenges that we face and the sacrifices that we make will only make our success sweeter. Imagine yourself after the bar, or 5-10 years from now, when you will look back at these moments and just be grateful for all the blessings and proud of how much you've grown because of your experiences.